Hello everyone, my name's David Siegler. I am a property investor, significantly a single-let, buy-to-let property investor. I also have a deal packaging business. We source and package deals to increase the wealth of our investors.
Fantastic, thank you. Could you give us an idea of what your business and life was like before you joined the ICM Elite program?
Well, it was a bit lonely, if I'm honest, because property can be a bit of a lonely business. You're on your own, you're making your own judgments, you haven't got anything to sound against, to get views from people who have been there and done it and have got the experience that maybe you lack in certain areas. So I was making my own decisions, making my own mistakes, maybe learning from the school of hard knocks. How's that?
That's very good, thank you. What key changes would you say attending ICM Elite has made you make to your own business?
In every aspect of my business, it is now significantly different. But the key thing for me is that I've been encouraged to put in place people and systems, to build a team, to take myself away from the operational day-to-day stuff. So I am now truly working on my business, not in it. And the only way I've been able to do that is to sit down with people and talk to people who know how that's done. And I had never managed it before on my own.
So, sounds like it, but you'd say that ICM has had a positive influence on yourself as a business person and your business as a whole?
Most definitely. It's moved it to the next level. It's freed up my time. So now I'm very committed to being a speaker, doing some training. There was no way I could have done that before being tied into my business the way that I was. And now primarily what I do is work as a speaker and a trainer. My property business functions without me being involved on an hourly basis.
That must feel good.
Absolutely.
So would you say the high-level networking opportunities available at ICM, which kind of make it different to a mentorship, so they've had a beneficial effect on yourself and your business as well?
Absolutely priceless. Very hard to put a value on it. I mean, just one conversation with one of my colleagues on the mastermind table, for instance, just in a coffee break, I was having difficulty with one aspect of my property business, how to move it forward. I sat and had a coffee with Mark Homer, who, like, on a piece of paper, put a business plan in place for me. Where would you get access to something like that? Wow, indeed. Where would you get access to something like that can move me forward in my business, that covers all the moving parts, some of which I hadn't even thought of? So it's the first thing in my diary every month. I so look forward to sitting in this room. I think, have to be our secret, but I'm probably the smallest business in the room. That's how I feel sometimes. But to be able to sit down with the whole group here and get their input into what I do, and then see what they're doing and what the potential is and where you could go, very exciting, Tom. I really, really enjoy it.
Fantastic, thank you. So have you done any kind of mentorships or masterminds in the past?
I have at a very limited level.
And how would you say ICM is different to those ones you've done in the past?
This is top level. I can't see that there would be a higher level. I mean, bearing in mind the individuals that you have in the room and their black book, you can leverage their contacts and, I sit there and I need a specific solicitor with specific skills. Mark Homer's got it, Rob Moore's got it. That's just one specific. It's very high level, and if you are ready to move your business up to that high level, to maximise what you do, then you need to be in a room like this.
Awesome, thank you. So could you give me an example of perhaps one specific thing that being on ICM Elite has allowed you to do in the last year?
Yes, absolutely. So one specific example that springs to mind is in my deal packaging business. I wanted to start packaging serviced accommodation investment opportunities in and around Manchester. But being in this room, what it's allowed me to do is take on the challenge of all the moving parts. There's quite a lot of moving parts in that business, so that we can now offer a hands-free investment for investors who might live in the south of England, but we're based in Manchester. So all the management is taken care of. They've got access to finance for serviced accommodation, which has been a challenge up to this point. Tax advice to make it most tax efficient, and to fill those rooms, fill those houses. So almost all of the advice, pulling all that together, has come from being in this room.
So would you say with confidence that you wouldn't have been able to create that business for yourself without ICM Elite?
It would have taken me a huge amount of time. I would have stumbled, I would have fallen over, I would have let people down. Maybe I wouldn't even have been aware that some of the challenges exist until I saw them in the field face to face, back to the school of hard knocks thing.
Yeah.
So it just allowed me to go from 0 to 100 miles an hour without having to go through all that pain.
Fantastic, thank you. How would you describe ICM Elite in just a single sentence?
I would say, if you were like me, and because it's a significant investment, you hesitate, you're sitting on the fence, you haven't made your mind up, maybe you're not sure. In my particular world, the investment I made in ICM Elite has been repaid tens of times.
Wow.
Tens of times. And I look forward to that continuing, because it's a fantastic network to be plugged into. Really, really good.
Awesome, thank you. And just finally, I think I know what the answer is, but would you recommend ICM Elite to others?
Absolutely. If you have a property business or any sort of business, to be fair, and you want to move it to the next level, this is the place you need to be. Definitely. The most effective resource and it deals with real action, real life action that you can put in place the very next day. So absolutely, if you're sitting on the fence and you're in any doubt, join.